Hello. So, guys, don't get used to this where you see my face. I'm not often going to be showing my face, but tonight is actually kind of an exception because there's some work being done out in the room where the computer is. So, I'm going to be doing tarot right here in front of the webcam on my computer, my laptop. Um, So hi Lulu, hi Bonita, KB, and Huda. How's everybody's weekend? Well, KB, actually, it's been pretty eventful for me so far. I actually did a live stream of creating my very first Zen garden from my healing crystals, and wow, I'm not used to seeing my face on the webcam, so I apologize if I scare anybody with my face. I'm just kidding. It feels kind of weird. Busy with work, and I had an intense migraine. Ooh, goodness, I feel better today though. That's good. Oh, KB, I know. I have quite a bit of crystals. I forgot I didn't count how many I have, but I have like one color for every chakra. I'm actually going to be building out some crystals for to represent the solar system. Something been drawing me to that, so I'm trying to find some crystals that represents like the sun, the earth, the moon. Um, what crystal was it, or what was the planet that's associated to Capricorn? Um, Capricorn uh, planets. Saturn. Oh, that's right. I remember. It's such a long time ago since I looked into this. So Capricorn is Saturn. Yeah, isn't that weird? Um, so oh, cool. My Angel deck is finished. I was trying to download it before I did the live stream, but um, because I'm as I hold these cards up, I want to be able to show you some of these the artwork of these cards just so they have a better idea. So I'm gonna name this one here. Bear with me real quick, Angel, and then I'm going to import this like this. Will that work? No. Oh, cool. It did work. Ooh, but it's a lot though. Um, delete album, and we'll try this one more time. Instead, we'll do it as folders. Folder, Angel, and now I'm going to bring this in as folders. Maybe I'll keep it organized this way. Would you like to import the following duplicate photo? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that for now. Just import it. Cool. Aiken. Aiken's my dog. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, while I just get this organized here real quick. And this is the Raider deck, which is having a little problem downloading for some reason. Raider, you do not like E. What's going on? What's this foolishness? Raider. One more time. Okay, so let's see here. What did I miss? Busy with work. Oh, I'm glad you like the Zen garden. I had fun making the Zen garden, and actually, I think I'm gonna build another one because you saw in the video that there was just so many crystals I had, and I won't be able to do proper like sand art with it. Um, and you know, it's kind of cluttered it, but it's okay because you know it's a really good display anyway. And so I might use it as a general display. I'll create another one to do the sand art in, to where if I want to connect with certain crystals, perhaps I'll put those crystals in that particular Zen garden, and do my my designs, the sand in that one. Okay. I do need a rake, and you know what? It's funny actually because my mom actually started laughing about this when I actually told her about my project. Um, I bought like a bunch of cheap chopsticks, and I'm gonna paste them together. God. In order to do the rake for now, at least until I get the rake in the mail. So, there's also some really cool stuff too. I'm gonna show it to you. As a matter of fact, let's see here. I think it was Zen Garden um, imprinted mark. Is that what it was? I can't remember what it was. Um, let me Google search this real quick. Google. There was these particular marbles you can get, and they have these textures on them. Um, and it'll create these designs, and I forgot what they're called. I can't believe that I lost them. Zen Garden, cement, um, sphere texture. There it is. I found it. Can I share my screen? I want to share my screen. Um, Let me make a new one for my browser, and then I'm going to add in the browser, and nope, that's not it. Can I just share my screen? I just want to share my screen. Display capture screen. Whoop, there it goes. Um, so you might see like a huge inception here of screen. Hold on a second while I fix this. But this is really cool though. And I'm gonna get this from my Zen garden. There it is. This is so cool. Like, I hope you can see this. Um, yeah, okay, I think you can. So, but check this out. Like, these are like textured balls, right? And if you roll them on the sand, they create these really great like imprints on the sand. So I'm going to be getting these to kind of help me add to the experience. So, oh man, look, they got one with letters on it and everything. Like, this is really cool. And there's one that had like little dots on it, like this one right here. Like, oh wow, look at this. Like, it looks like a moon, right? But look at the texture it gives. Like, it's so like it's so intergalactic to me, and that's kind of like what I infused with. Like, I feel like that I love the universe. I love the idea of science fiction and space travel and stuff like that. And getting something like this, I think is going to be really cool to really help with the um, experience of designing these things. Um, yeah, me too. I want it, and I think. Oh god, let me see how much they cost. I know some of them I saw was almost $20, but oh yeah, they're $30. um, Let me see if on Amazon. I know Amazon may have it. I'll call it like Zen spheres, maybe. But I know they have oh wait, Zen garden spheres. Yeah, they're going for about maybe $20 on Amazon, but they do have there's some stencils you can get though. Um, I'm gonna share this with you right now. Where is it? Man, they were coming up. They were coming up all over the place last night. I don't know why I lost them. Anyway, um, I think I've seen them at a small shop in Vegas. Yeah, Vegas would totally probably have that. You know, like what is it that Vegas doesn't have? Oh, look at my little dog. Isn't he cute? Yes, you're on live TV. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. You're gonna take up. You're really gonna take up the entire bed right now? Is that what you're going to do? Oh man, I'm having so much fun right now. Okay. Okay, let me get comfortable here, and I think we're going to go ahead and get started with some readings. They always have weird shit. Their spiritual shops and botanicas are so full of random stuff I can't find. Yeah, like even San Francisco probably have them. But and there are definitely scattered. But actually, you'd think that San Francisco would have them, but there are actually not a whole lot of them in San Francisco. They're actually in Sacramento. There's a whole bunch of them in Sacramento, and I'm like, what the heck is going on here? Like, okay, so let's go ahead and get this list started, shall we? Um, so we have here is Huda, KB, Benita, Lulu, Hippie, Marsha, and let's see here. We have Lad K High. All right, so um, I think I'm gonna do direct questions today instead of doing the stone in the water method because the stone in the water method got me really exhausted really quickly, and I'm feeling pretty good tonight. I wanted to kind of maybe reserve it, maybe like I'll let my intuition come to me if I'm going to maybe do it randomly perhaps, but for now we're going to do direct questions tonight, and that way we can actually kind of get the like maybe keep the list moving because sometimes my readings take a while, and I love investing time with all of your readings, and maybe if I wasn't in an angle showing double chin here, just God, oh gosh, I'm just so weird today. But I feel pretty good. Look at this. That's so crazy. All right. Um, but it's okay. I love my fat. I love my fat chin. All right. So let's go ahead and start off with Huda. Huda, the Raider Waite deck. Come on, Raider Waite. What's going on with you? I'm trying to tell with these individually then. How about that? Download. I'm here from Nick this weekend. Oh, will I hear from Nick this weekend? Okay, let's take a look. Hi, Nomad. I'll get you on the list in a little bit. Just be patient with me. I'm doing good. How about yourself? As you, man, I probably might be a worst critic about myself because I'm noticing the bags under my eyes. Oh my goodness. Because I don't usually do like face webcam. I'm usually the person behind the camera and not in front of it. So, um, but it's okay. I need to get used to this. So, okay, first 3 cards. We have a 3, 6, and a page, which is also 11. So, cards, come on now. Okay. Thank you, Huda. So this is actually what I'm getting here. When I usually do a yes and no, like this is kind of pretty yes and no right now. Um, I always still do the 3 cards, and I kind of see what number outweighs the yes and no. So the evens are the yes, the no, the odds are the no's. I have here 3, 6, and page. Page is the 11th card. Um, yeah, 11th card in the stack. So, um, this is kind of pointing immediately saying to uh, possibly no. It's not like a hard no because it's not all odds. And the reason why I say possibly no because you might hear from the person. And if I was to do this as numerology, let's see here. We have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's still odd. 9 plus 11 is 20. And reduce that, that's a 2. So, did I count that right? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 11. Yeah, that's 20, which is then 2. So if we were to kind of look at this at a numerology level here. Numerology. Numerology 2. Because I'm still studying numerology, so I don't know everything by heart. But, well, here's something interesting. So, I did say possibly no, but numerology with the number 2 represents the duality of humankind, togetherness, and what we hope to receive. It is a feminine and symbolic of the moon. It represents the female and everything, and it seems to kind of go on about emotions and stuff like that. But I think to kind of answer your question though, is no, it's going to be a possible no, but it seems that maybe you're really expecting it to happen. And I don't know if you've ever seen, it's on Netflix, and I think it was kind of a pyramid scheme the way how the video worked because they wanted to sell it, but the message is actually pretty relevant. And the movie is called, I think it's called The Secret. And I mean, it's a really pretty well produced video. It's a movie, and it pretty much talks about how the universe will shift onto something that you really want the most. And yeah, I do, believe in the universe. I do that if you really believe in something you really want the most, the universe will shift and provide it for you. But it's not like a genie in the lamp that's just going to provide it for you, right? So, um, so I'm seeing that you definitely want to see this person. The signs are kind of pointing to possibly no, so don't get too discouraged by that. But because it's saying possibly no, maybe it might be a phone call instead, or another way of communication. Maybe you actually might meet, but not last too long. So right now, I haven't really explored. 49ers. I haven't explored too far into my feelings just yet in terms of how I want to interpret this. But right now, I'm just kind of relying on the universe to kind of tell me that with these numbers right here, it's going to be a possible like a not possible no, but it's a like a like a soft no. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Next on the list, we have KB. KB, how can I help you today? He's mad at me, right? So I'll give him space. Oh, well, that that makes sense. You want to see him, but signs are kind of it's kind of saying no. So yeah, giving the space is definitely definitely the way to go. Okay. And if you want to look further into that, Huda, I'll definitely put you on the list again to look further into your partner there. I'll just go ahead and do it right now. All right, so KB, my father is forcing me to break up with my boyfriend. Oof, goodness. Talk about um, Romeo and Juliet here, right? Um, he hates my boyfriend. Jokes about him being dead. I am 20, and I feel like torn apart. What should I do? Oh my goodness. Those are really tough. You know, you said so you're 20 years old. How you mind me asking how old your boyfriend is? He's 22. Okay. Would you also mind? Well, actually, you don't have to share this one. We could probably let the cards tell me, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask anyway. Would you mind sharing with me, the qualities of your boyfriend that your father um, seems to disapprove? And I'm kind of talking here, not a little bit on experience, but I just want to kind of help, you know, my feelings get in tune to what your father may be thinking here. Um, let's see here. It's kind of hard getting the spread laying down with this. All right. So what I'm getting here, so I have the first row. Um, the first row is Three of Cups, the Fool card, and the Four of Cups. The second row is the Lover's card, the Strength, and the Queen of Pentacles, with the third row being the Empress, the Sun, and the Four of Wands in reverse. Now, looking at the middle card, I feel that this Strength card is representing you. It's funny because we also have next to the the strength card is the Lover's card, and he thinks he's not good enough for me. He's poor and seems lost. That's how he sees my boyfriend. Yeah, you know what? I really wish I could take a picture of this and show you. I think I probably can do this. Give me 1 second uh, while I figure out how I can set up this picture because I want to show it to you. But I don't have a way of. Oh man, come on! There's got to be a way to share this image here with you. Give me 1 second. Just do it like this, I suppose. Then, I guess you're just gonna have to maybe take what I have to say here. Come on, how can I do this? I really want to share these pictures with you. Uh, without it's kind of time consuming how to figure this out. Maybe I'll figure it out in a little bit. But so if you write these down on a piece of paper, and I suggest everybody else to kind of do the same when I do your reading. This is the order, right? You have the Three of Cups, the Fool, and the Four of Cups on the first row. You have the Lovers, the Strength, and the Queen of Pentacles on the second row, and the Empress, the Sun in reverse, and the Four of Wands. No, the Six of Wands reversed on the last row. Everything I'm seeing here shows really good qualities about what's going on with you and your boyfriend. And um, something's telling me I feel that you guys have talked about maybe children of some sort. Like you're not planning to have children, but you're just sort of like you kind of like toyed with the idea of children with each other. But I think you kind of started those conversations though when it came to about the children. Um, and yes, we talked about it to get married one day. Yeah. Um, I feel I feel very joyous actually when I think about this, and I'm looking at this cards. Um, First of all, and it's funny you said about marriage because the Three of Cups we have it's like a celebration. Um, and you mentioned children. Yeah, I don't think you guys are ready for children right now. Um, I say this because of the reversed Sun and the reversed Six of Wands. Um, with the Empress next to it, like you want the children. Someday you will be ready for children. Right now, you're not ready for children. And personally, I also talking just as as one human being to another, being as 22 and you 20. You definitely both have your lives ahead of you, so give it some time. You have plenty of time for children. Okay. Um, However, though, I feel that this is a really, really strong connection. Um, I think he's like a dreamer. Um, he's very ambitious. He gets a lot of great ideas. He doesn't take ideas from other people because I think he prefers to have the ideas on his own. He wants to like it's almost like he wants to start a business on the whim. Doesn't really do a lot of research on it, but he's like, I have a great idea for business, and it's gonna be so big. It's gonna be super fantastic. Um, but he doesn't really put much work into it. Um, but regardless of that, uh, both of you are such a strong match. I feel very joyous. I feel that you both are at this level of communication. Um, I not seeing too much here. Let me pull some more cards. I'm not seeing too much here in terms of like if it's been a long term relationship. I just see like a really strong connection here. What did you say here? Boyfriend is going through some tough times financially, so my father puts him down. My boyfriend doesn't like to show up around my family anymore because of my father. I totally get him. Yes, we talked about it. Can I get married one day? I mentioned children. Yeah, definitely. I put aside maybe in the far future, but now it's not the time. He really, he really is. He has a cancer. Well, he's a cancer. He likes things his way when it comes to business, but he does have an idea. We've been together for a year and 7 months. Yeah, that's still pretty. I mean, years, nothing to snuff at, but it's still pretty long. I mean, there's still a lot of growth. Um, I'm pulling some more cards here for you. So, the next set of cards that I just pulled out for you, we met each other in 2018. That's nice. The next set of cards I pulled out for you is the reverse Six of Cups, upright Knight of Swords, and the Justice card, which is number 11 in the Major Arcana. Something tells me this is about your father. Um, I feel that your father had a really rough childhood. And that's what made him the man today. He had a very rough childhood. Um, Something probably to do with his probably his father probably whipped him in a way like metaphorically. Probably got him to be like be a man. You need to do this, and you're not a man if you don't do this, kind of thing. So it's clear cut. He was just put down to his own father, disowned my dad. He was abusive. My grandpa was an asshole. Boom. Holy cow. Um, and you know what? I haven't done yet. I haven't looked at the cards yet, going in the different directions here. Because if you look at your paper where these cards are lined up, if you start with the Three of Cups and go in and diagonal down, you have the Three of Cups, the Strengths, and the the Six of Wands in reverse. So even with the celebration of, like, the emotions, the celebration of joyous time together with you and your boyfriend, it's coming, like, the end result is not exactly how you wanted it because of your father. If you go from the bottom left, from the Empress up, I see the Empress, the Strength, which is you, and then to him up in the corner, showing him kind of pouting. Like, this card actually means, like, um, the fact that things are getting handed to him. He's kind of like, like, I don't want it, kind of spoiled. But this is communicating to me, saying that the Empress to the Strength leads to this. So you being the Empress and you being the Strength in this relationship, he's really kind of sad because he can't, be with you with your family functions. And then going up the middle, we have the Sun in reverse, the Strength, and then the Fool. So that again tells me that, you have the Fool, which is him, the Strength, which is you, the Sun being in reverse, meaning that you're not ready for children. And then I have these three right here, which I believe explains about your father. He um um his childhood, he has no redeemable childhood memories. The Knight of Swords shows that he's a he's a fast talker. He's, very loyal and everything, but I think he's too quick to judge. Hence the Justice card. He's really too quick to judge, based on that. Um, the next three cards I have here. I still think I'm talking about your father here. We have the Five of Cups, and then the reverse King of Swords, and upright Queen of Swords. He really is quick to judge. He never really tries to get to know my boyfriend. Um, yeah, Five of Cups reveals, crying over spilled milk. So, his, you know, he's focusing more on what has happened in his childhood than, like the bad things instead of the good things that has happened. I feel that he might have been closer to his mother and not his father, because I have the King of Swords in reverse here. The Queen of Swords, you know, like, she was probably a little bit more supportive, but I think she was still pretty cutting. Like, because the fact that she's a sword and he's a sword, they both had like the same kind of like uh, method of maybe putting him down. Like, they're probably a little bit too hard on him. Um, but the mother was a lot easier to deal with than it was with the father. And he was close to my grandma. She died in 2018, same year. I met my boyfriend. She was Gemini. It was unfortunate that, she passed away. Maybe she could have talked some sense into your father a little bit. So let's see here. Let's kind of see, you know, let's see what we can do here to probably help remedy this. Um, there probably won't be a remedy, unfortunately. Um, this is a very tough situation because if I also look at all these the previous, like, the initial cards that I got here, I'm seeing all like a theme of yellow, which is like a very golden situation, which is really uplifting, golden, very powerful. Um, some good cards here so far. Okay, this is really interesting. So I just pulled three cards, three cards. Learn to count here. And um, I think this is something that it's everything's pointing to your boyfriend. Um, Hi Dana. Um, yeah, I'll get you in there. So I think this actually really relies on you. Your voice is falling on deaf ears with your father. With the magician, the page of wands, and the emperor all upright. Okay, and this is very important. Okay, so um, we mentioned earlier that he has some great ideas for like business and stuff like that. He needs to get to work on that. He needs to prove and like himself in a way, right? The magician is about creation, um, the creation of thought. You know, we have the magician here, who has like all the symbols right here on the tabletop, the cup, the swords, the pentacles, everything, and he's pointing to the earth and to the heavens. And when we have a thought, we think about where do these thoughts come from? And the magician is, I wouldn't say it's a deity or anything, but the magician is the one responsible for creating that thought. So, um, your boyfriend needs to get to work, get that noggin, get to work. And then we have the Page of Wands because he has a lot to learn, a lot to go for. But with the wands here, we have uh, what's what I'm looking for? Like fire, passion, um, uh, very like magical tool if you kind of think about it too. And then we have here the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor. Um, I feel that this card is telling me that he's kind of feminine a little bit, um, and he probably needs to be a little bit more masculine. Um, I feel like the only way he would respect him is if he would get to work on something that will help him financial. Yeah, exactly, and that's kind of where I'm leading to with this. He needs to do something to prove that not prove himself, but to kind of prove to your father that he's a man, right? And the your dad's standards of what a man is, unfortunately, is kind of beyond your boyfriend's scope. But because I have a feeling that between you and your boyfriend, you both are not very materialistic, right? Because it's all about living a happy life and a stable life at least, and money, money comes and goes. But um, tell your boyfriend to obviously get find a small job to get stabilized and whatever. It doesn't have to be big. I mean, making money as a janitor is a job, and that's better than what most people can say who are actually living on the streets, right? So, but beyond that scope though, because I'm just kind of talking general, to get past that level of just janitor, for example, he needs to explore his passion, and if he has any business ideas, he needs to pursue them. Really believe that he can be very successful. He has a lot of great ideas, and seeing that he's a dreamer, right? He is the dreamer, the fool, right? Um, Being a dreamer is good, and even if there were fail attempts, he's going to learn. Page, he's going to learn the mistakes that he has made in these business opportunities, and he's going to grow. I see nothing but growth between the two of you. I think the both of you are, really strong. You both have a lot of your life ahead of you, like a lot of room to grow for between the both of you, and take it slow and just enjoy each other's company and relationship. Seeing that it's a year, give it some time. You can't rush people, especially um, dads who have the typical I hate to say this, but the typical boomer thought process where they believe that money is everything when money is really not everything these days now. Like you know money can be made anywhere, but it's really about how happy you are. So um I wish you good luck with that in your relationship. Give it some time. Just give the space that your father needs, and don't talk about your boyfriend to your dad right now. Just kind of like work with your boyfriend and get him to to light a firecracker under his butt and get to work on some of his ideas. But be very organized about it, though. You want to make sure he does the research, look at competition, and all that other good stuff. Um, yeah, the boomer. I tell him to try it to even it's dumb and it fails, but I always believe he's capable of so much more. He is. And right now, especially with him in financial situations, it's going to be, it's going to be a rough ride. Um, he's going to need to, uh, he's going to have to snap out of it, and he's going to need your support on that. Yeah, avoid talking about him. Yeah, just avoid it for a little while. But avoiding things is not always the key. Because you're going to have to face it one way or the other. And at one point, and right now, you are an adult. You're a full-grown woman, and you are entitled to live your life how you want it. I don't know if you've ever seen that music video, "Rude." The guy asks his girlfriend's father if he can marry her, and he says no, and she's like, "Why do you have to be so rude?" But like the whole behind the scenes is that the girlfriend is super happy to be with him. Probably for the fact that he's like a musicianist, but these days a lot of people they try to look more for happiness than money because money can't buy happiness. Mm-mm. Money cannot buy happiness. Ooh, okay. That song reminds me of yeah. Can I have your daughter for the rest of your life? Say yes, cause I need to know. You said I'm never gonna press until the day I die. So good luck, my friends, but the answer's still no. Why you gotta be so rude? All right. You guys, you need to look at this. Is your name Bacon? Your name is Bacon. That's my dog Bacon. He's too cute. All right. It's not Maroon 5. It's actually somebody else. All right. So there was some other people here who just came on. I know Dana just got here, and we have Catherine, and we also have Empowered. So Empowered, Catherine, and Dina, Susanna. I don't want to get this list to go out of too much control here. And Esmeralda as well. Yeah, Magic. That's who it is. Good song. Okay. Somebody earlier said Niners. All right. Yeah, patience can help you. Um, I think really like I pointed out, like in terms of like to resolve this issue, it is really gonna rely on your boyfriend. If that is to solve the connection between your father and your boyfriend. Otherwise, if you really don't care about your father's opinion and you're gonna live your life, then you can definitely go that route too. That's gonna be a rough ride, and it will probably force your father to kind of accept the fact that, you know, it, um, my daughter's dating, going out with this guy, and they seem to be very happy. So and he's gonna have to grow up at one point. Otherwise he's gonna miss an opportunity to experience life with you, and he's gonna miss your marriage, your children. Either it's with this boyfriend or somebody else. He needs to grow up. I mean, that's just not the cards or any abilities have to tell me that. That's just common sense. Your dad needs to grow up. All right, Bonita, how can I help you today? Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? I'm gonna marry her anyway. Marry that girl. Do you see new love in 2020 for me? Okay, let's see here. Bacon, do you see new love for Benita? My tummy. Well, let's take a look at the first card that he has to say. Well, actually, you know what? You did get an ace of card on the first draw here. But jokes aside, um, we'll start off with the ace of earth on the top row there. So things are actually looking pretty good here so far for you. Um, yeah, his name is Bacon. I think he's like 3 years old, 4 years old. He's like the best doggy ever. Oh god, he's just falling asleep. Do you ever get those feelings like when your dog falls asleep or your cat falls asleep on your leg and you don't want to move it, but then now your leg gets tired and you don't want to move to wake him up? That's where I'm at right now. He is super chill. He's very energetic, super energetic, but he knows how to chill. Like we can lay down in bed and he'll immediately just fall asleep with you, which is really cool. My name is Anthony. Pleased to meet you all. Okay. Okay, cards. It's staying up. Come on now. There you go. Hello. Okay. So you may want to write this down in the cards. That way, you have a better visual here. I have on the first row, the Ace of Earth, the Six of Water, and a reversed Major Arcana, which is number 14, the Balance card. There's another word. Is that I think that the Major Arcana is Temperance. The second row is reversed, all reversed. Page of Air, Seven of Air, and Unity, which is number 5 in the Major Arcana, which is also known as the Hierophant. And the last row is number 11, the Strength card, in reverse. Then upright 2 of Earth, and reversed 5 of Water. So, hi, Bill Bunny. Yeah, I'll get you on the list right after this reading here. So, I'm not seeing love. This spread is not telling me love here. Um, uh, at first, I'm not exactly sure what the cards are saying, but I'm not seeing love per se. Although I do have the Six of Water along with the Ace of Earth, which is telling me that you did have a recent success, I think. The success is actually more like on a personal level. Um, with a person, perhaps. Like I think like you made a connection, and I think I think this connection is kind of like a good good friendship start because it kind of makes you feel like a kid in a way. But however, though, uh, this connection, it's kind of nice and everything, but I'm not feeling a very strong connection um, with this person. Um, yeah, it is a lot of reversals. Um, you haven't met anyone yet. Well, then this would probably mean that you probably will meet somebody, but it's not going to be a match. Um, I can't tell if this next cards that I just drew is telling me something that what you are doing or what you need to do. Because right now I have the King of Air, which is also known as the King of Swords, the High Priestess in reverse, um, and the Ten of Fire in upright. And something's telling me about like no time for love kind of thing. I feel like that work may have work may have something to do with this. Um, draw some more cards here. Getting a lot more reversals. So the sign of these reversals, I'm not saying that you're not going to find love this year, but it's not going to be anytime soon. Um, but I think you are going to meet somebody, and I think it's going to be kind of short term, actually. Like I think you'll meet somebody like maybe a quick date, but it's just going to be like okay, you had your fun, moving on to the next kind of thing. Because the next cards I got are reversed Three of Earth, which is also Three of Pentacles, um, the Four of Air, which is also the Four of Swords. Those are both reversed, but you have an upright King of Earth, which is King of Pentacles. Um, and the reason why I think that you're going to like maybe date somebody and probably fool around a little bit is because you have the King of Air upright here, you have the King of Earth upright here, and um, yeah, if even with me looking at this in the diagonal, starting with the strength card and going up to the top right, like it doesn't really say anything actually to me. Like it still tells me that there's really okay. You're not gonna see love. I think you're probably just gonna meet somebody. Um, it'll be a guy. It'll probably be a rich guy too, or at least a successful one. But it's not going to be up your alley. You're going to figure this out eventually. You hope it's not at your ex. Um, I don't see anything X related here. Although you did have the Six of Cups, but even the Six of Cups I think was in reverse. Did I? Where did I see that? Come on, stay there. Well, you had the Six of Cups, so it's not in reverse. Um, but I don't see anything X related here. But I still think that work is going to be in your way. I think that you kind of your focus will be on work. You're going to be doing a lot of that stuff along with the dating. But I don't think it's going to be really. I don't see anything love related here. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. But he's not rich. Nah, he's not rich. Not him. Um, yeah, because this the King of Earth, I think it's telling me that it's going to be like a professional, successful kind of guy. Um, oh man, my legs. Ouch. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So I hope that was kind of helpful, Benita. Let me ask Raider Weight Deck. See what kind of like guy you will be meeting. You probably might be dating, you know, for a while, but um, oh man, so weird. Like I'm getting the Knight of Wands reverse with the Seven of Pentacles upright and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So uh, again, no relationships are going to be happening here. I think you're going to be a little bit too busy with work still um, to really find love this at this moment. But things can always change. Like these things are not carved in stone. These are just kind of like some of the things that um, you know what the universe is just kind of laying out. But things always go in different directions. Okay. Yes. Hello, Bacon. You want to come say hello? Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh my good. Oh, there he goes. It's such a love bug. He's such a love bug. Oh my god, the love bugs. You giving me some hugs in front of everybody? Hmm? Okay. Hey, go away. Go away. You're such a good little boy. Where did I put my deck at? Oh, there it is. Stay right there. Don't start messing up everything now. All right. All right. So, thank you, Benita. Lulu. That's exactly what I didn't want you to do. Jeez. Want to go underneath the covers? Okay, here. Go underneath the covers. Come on, Bacon. Sit down. Come on. Sit down. Because I can't do this when you're running around. Look at this. He's just like what? Okay. Um. Let's see here. Who do I have on the list right now? Yes. Okay, Lulu. Yes, you are up. Let me just double check the list here real quick. So, I know some people have, the list. I'm not going to update the list just yet, right now, because I don't want to, uh, you know, have too many people wait and stuff like that. You're more than welcome to stay. Some people may leave to where you'll get, you may be able to get onto here. So you're more than welcome to stay. I do appreciate you staying, and appreciate your patience. Um, so yeah, Lulu, Lulu. Okay. I have a couple of questions, Anthony. That's kind of how I read your message. I have a couple of questions, Anthony. Um, will Dennis come back to me with the commitment, and what kind of connection do you see? And will I get a job in January? Ooh, it's a lot of questions. Just to be fair for everybody, Lulu, I'd like to ask you just to pick one question, please. It's kind of 3 in 1 right now. So, which one would you like to pew pew pew? Hi, Moon. So, yeah, just be fair, Lulu. I want you to go and pick one question that you would like to go with, and then we'll go with that one for now, and then we can get you back in the rotation of things. Not like that. Um, okay, let's do the first one. Okay, so will Dennis come back to me with a commitment, Anthony? God, that attitude. I'm just kidding. Let's see here. I wish I could play some music right now, but YouTube blocked a couple of my videos because of it, and I'd love to have some background music right now, but I think it'll also drown out my microphone too, and I don't want that. Okay, Dennis. All right, Lulu, let's get to work. Well, so far it looks kind of promising here. Ah, thanks, Bacon. Um, I don't think so. The reason why I say this, so the first one, and again, you might want to write this down because I can't display this very well. The first row, you have the Three of Water, the Ego, which is also known as the Devil card, and then the Knight of Fire. These are all upright, and this is almost in line pretty much with your question. Celebration, um, with the Devil card, the Knight of Fire. I feel like that like you're wanting to kind of like you know get these good vibes going, and you're really to move forward with this. But I have the second row, which is all reversed: the Eight of Water, the Nine of Water, and the Knight of Water as well, which are all cups. And this is telling me, um, like he doesn't have any plans right now. Um, Things are not what he wants. He doesn't have any plans, and he's not really in tune with what he wants for his feelings. Um, the bottom row of cards is the High Priestess, the Five of Earth, which is also known as the Five of Pentacles, and the Hermit. These are all upright. Now, if I was to look at this, um, in these different directions, like for example, not to sound rude, but have you smothered him about something? Like, I would say, I don't know if smother is the right word, but like, kind of like, I when are you gonna do this? When are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do this? Can we do this? And you probably go, hey, we talk about this, like relationship goals. Can we talk about relationship goals? Do you want to get married? Relationship goals. Like, have you brought it up a lot constantly? Because this is kind of what I'm getting a little bit. Because I see a lot of water cards right now, and if I start from the top left and go down the diagonal to the bottom right, that gives me the three of cups upright with the nine of water in reverse and the hermit. And this kind of tells me that this is what kind of pushed him to be. You don't think so? I feel that something here regarding emotions about feelings and like relationship stuff probably pushed him away and made him want to become maybe by himself a little bit. Not to say single, but just more like he needs time to himself. Um, Looking at the other direction, the High Priestess to the reverse Nine of Water, but he is non-committed committal attitude. Um, I think it's just not what he wants. That's just not what he wants. I feel that. Does he have a spending habit? Does he tend to kind of like spend on guilty pleasures, trips, gadgets, food? Like, does he spend a lot traveling? You are giving him space right now. I haven't drawn any more cards just yet because I'm kind of reading this section of cards first. But yeah, is he does he like to spend money? I have a feeling that he likes to spend money. Yeah. Um. Makes a lot too. See, I and correct me if I'm wrong when you're saying commitment, like marriage, right? I'm assuming that's what you mean, because I think he just, I think like the first thing that pops to my mind right now was Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. They chose not to get married because they just feel it's not necessary, and for some reason, I'm feeling that that is the idea of what your boyfriend is going through. Because right now I just drew some more cards. The Two of Water, which is Two of Cups, and these are all actually upright, and these are actually strong cards. As a matter of fact, the Two of Cups, the Dreamer, which is the zero in the Major Arcana, and the Ten of Water, which is also the Ten of Cups. I think he wants to live not the single life, but I think he wants to live the the relationship life, the boyfriend and girlfriend. And I think it's because he probably doesn't like to be tied down. Um, you don't need marriage. I don't. I think. Um, I think with him, he likes to be just boyfriend and girlfriend, but he's very adventurous, and I think that's what he wants. Because with these three cards upright here, it tells me that he's looking for adventure with somebody. Um, you know, the Fool card where he wants to be able to kind of go on a whim and just kind of like throw not throw money at a problem, but like spend it to live the dream life. Um, and then you have the Ten of Water, which is pretty much kind of like getting what he wants. Like he wants to live the what's the word I'm looking for? It's like the not the rich and famous life, just sort of like the high life, so to speak. That's what he's looking for in these cards. Um, and maybe it's because with this high life of his and the fact that he just wants to be boyfriend and girlfriend kind of thing. But I just feel like it's like the high life is more important than the relationship, which kind of explains the last three cards that I have here. I have the High Priestess. This is the one I drew from the beginning. You have the High Priestess, the Five of Earth, and the Hermit. And with these ones right here, um, you know, like here's you, the spending money, and him, right? So, like, I just feel that that he wants to live the high life here. Um, let's draw us a couple more cards here. Is it just basic commitment? Not you said I don't need marriage, so I'm assuming that then in this case it's not about marriage, but it's just like saying like we are now official boyfriend and girlfriend. You belong, we belong to each other, right? Is that what you mean by this? Yeah, that's and again, we're getting Knight of Air, which is also Knight of Swords, upright. The Six of Earth, which is again the Six of Pentacles, and then the Five of Water, which is also Five of Cups. And these are all upright. Now, even with the Five of Cups being like like dwelling on the past and stuff like that, um, he's fast paced. He's fast paced. Like he doesn't mind. I don't think he really minds the idea of boyfriend and girlfriend, but I think it's just maybe labels of what it is. I think it's like like the label of boyfriend and girlfriend making him feel like that he's actually attached. Because he likes to live the high life. With the Knight of Air, this pretty much says that he's really outgoing. Um, he's really outgoing and he's kind of very adventurous, smooth talker as well. And with the Six of Earth, he kind of it's almost like a bachelor. If you look at this, it's almost like a bachelor. Looking, we have the Six of Pentacles. Money with him and money and stuff like that, and you know he doesn't want any drama either. You know, which is kind of the reasons why he's kind of a hermit. And I think he probably with the whole idea of commitment, he thinks it's drama. So, and I think it's really all about labels. But if I actually look at this at a topical view, and I wish again I had my camera here, I got a lot of water cards here. I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven water cards here, um, and that's a lot. I mean, I think there's a lot of emotions floating in between here, and just kind of like just like feelings, like overwhelming feelings here. Uh, yeah, it's very much outgoing, adventurous, and talker, salesman. That makes that pretty much puts it into perspective. So, and if if he's very successful, especially and that kind of brings the fact that you says salesman look what you're doing to me, Lulu. Um, the fact that you said salesman, that's all about image, and it's all about labels too. So it's very materialistic life, the salesman. So and that probably explains why you have so many water cards, because I think image is about everything here. He really he needs to kind of uphold like integrity of some sort. Um, what does water mean? So there's a lot of meanings about water, because it is in relationship to the cups, but um, um, to dissect this a little bit, it's kind of fun because I did this with Benita. No, Billy. Billy was it? I didn't remember the first few words. Billabong. Um, the so we look at water, right, and we think about cups, and uh, you know, in general, the cups is pretty much attached to like emotions, okay, and this is like more like a spiritual. I'm sorry, Bacon. You're just in my way. You gotta move. No, not like that. I told him to move, and this is exactly what he does. He just moves right in front of me. So kind of talking about this. Come on. Oh, give me a break. Go over there. Um, so cups, emotions, right? Cups holds liquids, which also is about emotions, and we're filled with emotions like we cry, water. Excuse me. Um, and uh, there's even a lot of songs that deals with emotions as being as part of a water, and when we dissect this even further, you know, we we take in emotions so deep, and we can get drowned in emotions. Again, a theme of water. So um, water can mean a lot of things: spirituality, uh, relationships, emotions, and spirituality. And right now, with all these water cards, and you actually have 7 water cards. So let's see what that has to say in numerology. So numerology 7 meaning. And of course, you're gonna stall on me, of course. So we'll just do a Google. Google numerology 7 meaning. Here we go. The number 7 is the number of the spirit. Interesting. I was just talking about spirituality, right? Spirit. Anyone who is heavily influenced by the energy of this card will be introspective and able to access their inner wisdom to a greater extent than those who are fixated on material concerns, which in this case is kind of opposite. Further looking into this, it also says something here about angel number 7 over and over again. Times means that a positive things are flowing like water freely towards you at this time. So you know, water has a lot of meaning, and uh, motions can be a huge factor about that. So and you said, so he has a lot of emotions for me, but doesn't want labels. I think that's kind of what it is. Especially the fact that you have sales. He's a salesman for one thing. He doesn't want to be commitment. He doesn't want to make commitments because as a salesperson, you have a contract. You make a contract with the customers, and then they're kind of bound to that. And he probably sees commitment as a contract, um, and probably the fact that he's very successful, he probably doesn't want to kind of like ruin his stride, like his streak, his successful streak. Um, Interesting opposites, yeah. So, you know, I mean, how long have you both been together? Hi, Aaron. I'm not sure if you caught my question, Lulu. So how long have you been together with this person, or at least seeing this person? Oop. a year. It's funny, a bunch of cards just came out while I'm shuffling the Raider Weight deck, and I got the Four of Swords, um, the Six of Cups, and these are both reversed. And I have an upright Five of Cups, more water, an upright Page of Wand, and the Magician. Again, like we're looking at more feelings here. I think it's just about labels. But we've known each other for a couple of decades. Still, I mean, you may think you know each other, you know, but I think he's probably like at the top of his game right now, and he doesn't want to be, bothered perhaps. But I think it's about like labels. Like he sees the opportunity, like his opportunity. Um, oh, is there a lag? Okay. Um, yeah, there is a lag. Give me 1 second here. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-second lag. Ooh, boy, that's a long lag. Um, um, Hi, Aaron. So I did mention to some other people that are not on the list, but if you stick around, there might be people who might leave. I didn't want to make the list get too overwhelming to where I may not get to everybody. So right now the list is kind of temporarily closed. But if there is time and I have time to put more people, then I'll add you to the list. So yeah, Lulu, I hope that really helped. And just keep talking. I wouldn't bring up the subject about relationship. Just enjoy the company. Um, enjoy each other's company. Go on trips like that and just have fun. Um, if he's not looking for commitment, then just don't go that route. Um, don't wear your heart on your sleeve, but just maybe just have some fun with him right now. And I think that's what's going to get him to notice you more, is to listen to him more. Um, know some of the things that he's really interested in, and just have more fun. Yeah. Very happy. Very happy to do that for you. All right, hippie. Hippie, 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 hippie. Hippie, 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 hippie. There you are. I'd like to know my current financial energy. Anthony. Oh, God, this attitude, people. Ooh. Oh, wow. So I had a whole bunch of cards just flipped out. We'll take the first one I see here. Much love to you, too. Another one, Falcons. Cards are talking tonight. And so far, it's actually kind of looking okay. At least his first two. The first two I have here is the Four of Wands and the Six of Pentacles, both upright. What does it mean? I don't know. Ooh, another one flew out. I'm just gonna take the. I'm gonna take the middle on this one. Oh my goodness gracious! Another good one for you. Got the Ten of Pentacles upright again. Yes, I have you on the list. At least I thought I did, Billy Bunny, because you were here earlier. I do owe you a reading because you were actually sticking around a lot earlier too. So, uh, okay. Hi, Amara. So I'm telling everybody else right now, you may not be on the list, but people may not be, they might log off, and so we might skip through them. So you're more than welcome to stay. I just didn't want to get overwhelmed on the list where, I upset some people if I'm not able to complete the list. So, um, and for those of you who are kind of curious why I put Billabani on there, because Billabani has been with me earlier today, and I did promise Billabani a reading, and I didn't get to it. So, okay, let's finish this, hippie. Let's get to work. Okay, well, I sing some good stuff here. Um, so the first row I have here, if you want to write this down, um, I have the Four of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles on the top row. Um, the second row, I have the reversed Queen of Wands, the reversed Six of Swords, but you have an upright Wheel of Fortune. And then the last row, I have the King of Wands upright, the Nine of Wands, and the Queen of Swords both reversed. So if I was to look at these cards, this is telling me something that you need to do more than what you have done. Um, I keep looking back and forth because I have some cards over here too that I put on the side. So, um, first of all, I think money is coming, or like your financial situation is going to improve. The reason why I say this is because looking at the top row is talking about like you know a celebration, a time of celebration. Um, with the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles about money, um, that something's going to balance out. I think like maybe a new job, perhaps. Like that's the second thought that just came to my mind right now. Because if I think about the Four of Wands, keep going back to that one. The Four of Wands about like it's like a housewarming party kind of thing. Like um, uh, sure. So we have like the housewarming kind of picture here. Um, people celebrating in the background. You have a building in the background, and then the wands with the reef on it, and they're kind of doing like this housewarming party. And that's kind of telling me that maybe an opportunity might come around. That's going to be um, securing your financial future. I think because you have the Six of Pentacles, which is about balance. Like you're kind of choosing appropriately where the money is going. And you're retired. I'm looking to move though. Hmm. Well, then that would actually explain the Four of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles, because the Ten of Pentacles is about having a safe and secure home, right? Um, it shows like an old person sitting right here, uh, looking upon the kids and the dog and grandchildren. So that kind of goes in line a little bit in terms about what you're talking about, like wanting to move. But you need money. Of course, we all need money. But I think that maybe I still think, or at least feel, I believe that a situation is going to come around that's going to give you a nice strong financial future. Um, and it's actually here's the funny thing you mentioned, because you said that you're moving. but I also have here the Six of Wands in reverse, and I think this move is what you need. You wanted to change your life, um, because usually with an upright, you're kind of moving forward, but you're still taking a lot of like baggage with you. But with it in reverse, I think you're moving forward, and this change is actually going to be like you're leaving your bad stuff, your bad energy behind, and this move is actually going to be a nice positive one. However, though, I think it's going to be draining. Though I think it's going to be draining for you because with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Um, the Queen of Wands usually indicates something like that you know what you want, but with this moving forward thing that you're doing here, it's going to be draining. But now you do have this Wheel of Fortune, and again, I think another again opportunity is going to be coming your way. Um, you do have the King of Wands, but you have the Queen of Swords in reverse, and you also have the Nine of Wands in reverse too. Let's draw some more cards here. Um, I may be completely wrong on this one, but are you divorced by chance? Are you single? Just waiting for your response here real quick before I actually show you what these cards are, and I'll explain why I think that why my first impression was that you might be like single. So you are married. Well, um, the reason why I thought about that because you have the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Now, um, so, but looking at the Ten of Cups first, this is this is like a happy home, pretty much getting what you wanted. Um, I think that but I'm not seeing anything about relationship here. Although you do have the Two of Cups, I still think celebration is in order. Um, with like this opportunity that you might be getting, actually, you might have this. It might be a business opportunity, for example, like maybe something that you might think about. Um, it's kind of weird. These cards are kind of not making sense. I have the Hanged Man now, which is in reverse. So this kind of goes in hand with me trying to tell you that there's going to be an opportunity coming to you here soon. Um, and I think it's going to be a new pace for you. Although I'm not getting any more pentacles though. It things are kind of pointing out more towards like opportunity. Um, you have a lot of wands here and a lot of cups. You only had two good pentacle cards here, and again, I'm still thinking opportunity here, but I'm not exactly sure opportunity of what though. Now I think the cards are kind of just playing around with me here. Because I just got the moon card, which is frustration, and I am kind of a little frustrated about this. Um, come on. I'll switch to my angel deck here real quick and see what I can get. Financial future. Hippies, financial future. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to burn some sage here. At least the angel cards are making a little bit more sense. So I'm drawing some new cards here using my angel deck. I kind of um, stopped looking at the Raider Weight deck because it's not making sense on what's coming out of this deck at the moment. Maybe it's just because in this particular question it's just not connected right now. Um, so I think I'm going to change my answer here. Um, so I have the Knight of Air, the Six of Earth, and the Five of Water here on the top row. Um, with the High Priestess, the Five of Earth, and the Strength card in the middle. Um, and this actually kind of explains a little bit in terms of what you just told me that you're kind of dealing with some financial hardships. The Priestess is you. This Five of Earth, which is also Five of Pentacles, is like struggling. That's usually the Five of Pentacles in the Raider Waite deck, and usually that shows like two homeless people walking in the snow, obviously hurt and a little bit defeated, but even with like light in the like a nearby church window, they're deciding not to get help. But it kind of shows that they probably have just kind of lost everything, right? And with this one right here, I feel that um, like you are keeping strong the strength card, despite the fact of like some of these hardships that you're going through. And I think you're a very giving person at that too, because you also have here the Knight of Air, the Six of Earth, and the Five of Water. Um, I think you tend to feel bad for people sometimes. Like I think you're very giving, and I think you're very charitable. Um, I feel that you're a very charitable person. Um, in terms of like how you deal with your money, despite the fact of what you're going through. It's like the thing that pops in my head. If I can help, I can help. If I can't, I can't. I'm sorry, but I'll do the best I can. Kind of attitude. Um, but these are not. These are not. They're not saying that anything like strong financial future is going to be happening here. However, though, um, it is telling me here that you do need to keep looking forward, um, and like you know good karma is actually going to come your way, because I actually now have the Dreamer card here for you, and which is also known as the Fool's card. And um, I did get the Six of Fire here. um, don't Yeah, let's see. And uh, you have the Six of Fire now, the Ego, which is also the Devil card, and the Nine of Water. um, I think it's okay if you focus on yourself a little bit. Um, you could probably, you know, um, I think that it's kind of weird. You have the ego in the Nine of Water. I feel that there might have been some frivolous spending that might have happened. I wouldn't say recently, but it has happened. Like you probably went a little wild at some point, and it kind of caught up to you. Does that make sense? Like I feel like that um, you kind of went on with the guilty pleasures, and you know you kind of treated to people, and this is kind of what you wanted to do. You wanted to be like the person that says, "Oh yeah, I got you. The dinner's on me," kind of thing. You know. But now, as time kind of went by, um, it kind of caught up to you a little bit. Yep. Now we have the Queen of Fire in reverse with the Eight of Fire upright, with a seven of air upright as well. So um, this is telling me that it kind of happened really quickly. Like these decisions that you have made caught up to you super fast, and now it's kind of happening to you at the worst time right now. And it's like, dang, like why do I have to be short at this time of my life when I'm about to do something? Um, to kind of overcome this here, I think someone's going to come to your help. I think someone's going to be kind of charitable to you. I think because I have here the Eight of Earth, but that one's in reverse. Um, and you have the Seven of Fire in reverse as well, but you have the Two of Fire upright. And this is telling me that, you know, there's no work involved in this. It's probably something that you're not gonna like because, like, I don't think you really. I think you're uncomfortable with receiving like charitable donations, like money, for example, from other people. But I think someone's going to be helping you, and I don't think you're gonna. I think you're uncomfortable with that, but to get over that, I think you should accept it. This help. I think it's actually going to be kind of like a gift. Like someone might do this for you as an IOU, not as an IOU, but as a gift without the IOU. I mean, and yep, and we got a Three of Fire here, right? The Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is sort of like creation. Three is creation, um, and it's going to spark probably a new friendship with whoever this person is. Like it'll probably create a deeper relationship, um, because I think they really care for you, whoever this person is. I don't know who it is. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I think someone's going to come to your aid and kind of help you. It's not going to solve all your problems, but someone's going to help you. And it may not even be money that they're going to be giving to you. It may be something worth more than that that will actually help you in your situation. So, how you doing? So, um, I think that's where you're leading to at this for this one right here. So, yeah, I don't see much of a financial success with this new reading that I just did, but I do see someone coming to kind of help you, and I think it's going to probably get you in the right direction and recover, but not necessarily give you new money. You're very welcome. And sorry about the Raider Weight deck. It probably just did. It just probably didn't connect with the Raider card. I actually have a bigger connection with the Angel deck, but the Raider deck, is kind of more. I won't say cutthroat, but it's definitely a lot harsher. Um, like it kind of spits bad truth to some people and they don't like it. Oh, good. I'm glad that's accurate. All right, hippie, and thank you for staying around with my Zen garden video too. I really appreciate that. It was a lot of fun making that. All right, I have next Marsha. Oh, really? Yeah. It's really funny. The woman who did the angel deck, um, she actually it's kind of funny. She developed the deck, then she gave up on it because she became a reborn Christian because she read in the Bible that that a Christian will not use fortune telling devices and stuff like that. And that after she read that, she got rid of all her crystals, all her tarot cards and stuff like that. And now it's just like Mr. Valentine, I think, who designed the artwork and stuff like that. Him and one other person is actually producing this deck. So this is actually the original one with Doreen Virtue. Um, she actually produced this, and it's a quick funny, actually not funny story, but it's a really interesting one about this angel deck because my partner and I went to go see a tarot reader, and that's when kind of I'm so into the psychic readings and stuff like that, but the tarot cards were really fascinating to me, and I was like, oh, I want to get into tarot, but I didn't really know where to start. And so I was cleaning up my garage, and I fell across this deck, which actually belongs to my mother. And I feel like this deck came to look for me, like it wanted to be found. Because my mom didn't use it anymore. She bought it, but she never used it. And so I took it. It was practically brand new, and I've learned from this one how tarot works, and learned ever since. And I got the Raider Waite deck. I bought this one, but I found this one. I think this one. That's why this one has a better connection with me, and why I seem to have a better time, or easier time to read with this ones. But I bought the Raider Waite deck to help me improve, but I kind of go between the two depending on what the questions are. But I'll tend to come to this one as my go to. So yeah. Um, so yeah, that's my little story about my tarot cards. It's really neat, and I think that I have a deeper connection with the angel cards. Even though isn't that cool? It's an elephant shirt, and you know what? I want to share this with you guys too. And Marsha, I appreciate your patience. I just love talking to all of you, and I hope you find this uh, fun as well. I found this today. Now here's a better look of it. This is a handkerchief I found at the Hobby Lobby. They had a whole bunch of handkerchiefs and stuff like that on sale, and I wanted to find a nice one, just to kind of add to my collection. And it just happened to have elephants on it, right? And has really great colors, really great design. It's bright and vibrant, just like my other one is an elephant, elephant, elephant. You know what? And maybe something's trying to tell me something. Maybe my animal's an elephant. Who knows? I haven't discovered my um my spirit animal yet. I thought it was a hippo at first, but I think it might be just an elephant. There's a sign here, I think. All right. Oh, hi, spiritual Betty. Oh, right. So, Marcia, has James finally decided to move on from me? Let's take a look. And you know what? I'm gonna go to my angel deck because I'm feeling good with angel deck right now. They never serve me wrong. And the other reason why I like angel decks too, it's not just the artwork. Sometimes it has some meanings here and it has keywords at the top. And although I don't really pay too much attention to the bottom meaning because the stories they generate themselves as I draw cards, but sometimes the keywords kind of plays. I like the keywords more than I do than the description at the bottom because the keywords kind of spells out certain things but I kind of look into my inner intuition first before I actually look into the cards. So, all right, I'm doing a lot of talking here. I'm sorry, guys. Um, Hippie, thank you so much for your kind words. I really appreciate that. All right, Marcia. Let the feeling flow. That's People Bryson. He sang the song Let the Feeling Flow. Hold on tight, girl, you've got me. Even if it's wrong or right, the world can't stop me. I'm so into you. I just don't know what to do. Ooh. Because I care for you. Okay. So, let's see here. James. My first instinct on this is no. Um, so you might want to get a pen and paper so you can write these down real quick on the road with these cards because I don't have the webcam facing down right now. But you have the Page of Water, which is the Page of Cups, the Emperor, and the Two of Swords, or actually the Two of Air, but it's also the Two of Swords, all in the top row. Um, then you have the Magician upright, the Queen of Air, which is also the Queen of Swords, in reverse, and the Ace of Air in reverse. Oh, it has to be upright. And then the last row is the Six of Air in reverse, followed by the Two of Water upright and the Balance card upright. I think that um, I think you're totally smitten for this James person. The reason why I'm saying this because if I look at the middle card, which is the Queen of Air in reverse, this is you. Um, and I think that you feel incomplete. Now, him on the other hand, um, he's not ready to move forward. And I say that because if we look at this, okay, we have here the reverse Six of Air. Now, if you kind of pay attention to the picture, we have like a horse that's in a boat. He's not ready to move forward. Because we have the Two of Air here, or Two of Water, which is also a symbol of relationship, connectivity, and stuff like that. And that's what balances him. He's not ready to move forward, I don't think. Excuse me. Um, I think you almost missed an opportunity, not with him, but something else. Um, what? What do you want? Sorry, Bacon's talking to me. What do you want? I think I might have to take a quick minute to let my dog out. I think my dog needs to get out here. But um, let's see here. To kind of finish this thought, okay, give me 1 second. To finish this thought here, was there like some sort of falling out of some sort? The reason why I say that because you have the Page of Water, the Emperor, and the Two of Air, and I think there was like maybe some type of like decision that had to be made to where he had to leave. I think. But it wasn't like a bad breakup or anything. It's just like it's almost like I gotta go. And I'm sorry, I have to. What? What? What do you want? Oh, you hear that? He needs to go out. So give me 1 second. Yes. I'll be right back. I need to go let Bacon out real quick, and I'll be right back with you, Marcia. So just kind of ponder about that for a second. You're more than welcome to start Google searching. Yes, I heard you. um, Google searching some of these cards to kind of see what they mean. But I think that he's not over you just yet. And I have more cards to draw for you, okay? So I shall return. Yes. Okay, give me a break. No, okay. Come here, Bacon. Come here. So, one, go. Ah, don't knock over my stuff. Okay. What did I miss here? Go lay down, Bacon. Okay. So let's draw some more cards here for you. He was always in and out of my life. Literally ghosted me this last time. Yikes. Let's see here. Get this good shuffle here. Three of fire, two of fire, and knight of air. Um, give him some time. I say this because I'm looking at this artwork right here, and this one. It looks very peaceful. Looking out on, it looks like a friend looking out and stuff like that. Give it time. Um, if you are going to be with him, which I see here, the two of fire, you don't want to be decisive with him, as in like, don't be like, let's get back together kind of thing. You want to take this. You want to be smart about this kind of thing. Because I don't think he's gotten past you yet. He, you know, I think you still have a place. He still has a place for you, but it's not. It's not like, it's not like driving him, because he has the balance card here along with the two of water, so he definitely welcomes the relation. Or he really like welcomes you in his life, but it's just not like he's dying, to be back in a relationship. Um, it is kind of getting on his nerves a little bit. I think he's crying over spilled milk. Kind of, that's what the five of water is. But um, I think he's finding something more important though, and so that's why I don't think he's going to come back in a relationship with you. But he's not ready to move forward though, like with his emotions. That is, like he still reminisces about you. I think. You, on the other hand, I think you need to kind of like not close the chapter, but just turn the next page for yourself, because you're going to get like a new opportunity, and it's actually gonna come on your own. But don't ignore it, because I think you'll feel it. You'll see it come by. Um, don't let don't let him create a new decision for you when you turn this page, because when you turn the page, it's not necessarily closing the chapter or closing the book, but you're like moving on to the next page to read on what's going on. um, Something's going to come by, something nice. I'm not sure if it's love. It doesn't say love, but I think something nice is going to come by, and you're going to see it, you're going to feel it. Just don't ignore it. um, but yeah, he's not over you. He still values you, I think. But I think just think there's, like I said, there's something that's more important to him right now that he needs to deal with. Um, I won't let him stop me from moving forward. That's good. Um, because you have the world card here. I just pulled this one for you. That's why I'm saying you need to, um, like, turn the page, and like something nice is going to happen for you. And then you have here the five of earth. Oh, there goes my cards. You have the five of earth here, and the five of earth is like, um, you know not taking on the help. You're ignoring an opportunity and stuff like that. So don't ignore the opportunity. You definitely want to, let it come in, and enjoy it. You know, enjoy it, when it comes to you. And if he comes around, it's obviously going to be, something hard to deal with if he does come around, because it's going to rekindle a lot of things. But don't let it like ruin your game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta put a little game out there, a little hard to get kind of thing. And I think that's what's going to attract him back to you, if that's what you really want. But don't make that your priority though. There's better things out there. It is hard to get rid of, to get past a past love and stuff like that. Um, and like I said, when you turn that new chapter, you're going to see it, and just don't ignore it. All right. I hope that was helpful to you. Okay. All right. Next up, Lucky. You're very welcome, Marcia. Ah, Sarah. Hello. How can I help you today, Sarah? Ooh, I don't know if you guys ever heard that song. Sarah, Sarah, storm is brewing in your eyes. Sarah, Sarah, no time is a good time for goodbye. Oh, Sarah. Oh, thank you. Karaoke Tarot. So the next up to sing is the Night of Fire. Come up, Night of Fire. What are you gonna sing for us, Night of Fire? I'm gonna sing Fire and Desire by the good old Rick James and Tina Marie. Love. When I used to love, then leave them. It's what I used to do. Use and abuse them. It was pain before pleasure. My question is, I'm in a relationship since the past 2 years, but since the past 4 to 5 months, I'm feeling a strong attraction towards a guy, and I feel he too feels the same. What should I do? And what does he feel about me? I like the way using um so I'm definitely going to read these cards here for you. However, though, um, so I just want to, put out there the importance of, you know, loyalty, um, commitment, partnership, and these are some of the things that we need to think about, when it comes to relationships. I've been with my partner for a little over 13 years, and there's always going to be someone more attractive, someone probably more flirtatious and stuff like that comes along your way. But if you think about it, 2 years with the person, you got to know this person for 2 years, doesn't mean it stops there. If you go with somebody else, that means you have to relearn new things, and sometimes the grass is not always greener on the other side. I'm not prejudging you, okay? So I hope you understand that. I understand that that things like this always comes, and it can temptation can be a big bitch, right? But let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. Like I said, I'm no judgments here. I just want to give off some some strong advice here from a person who's been in a very long lasting relationship, and I've been through everything, through hell and back in my relationship, but we're still together. And you just can't give up on things just because there might be a bit of bump in the road, or you might have felt a rock in the ship and stuff like that. So, I just want to give that as friendly little advice, as you move forward. So, I'm just 22, and this is all so confusing and strange. You have your whole life ahead of you. Um, okay, these cards are not sitting upright. I need to find a more stable spot here. So, um, okay, so I have a very interesting read here. So the first row I have here, I'm going to write this down. That way it's easier to remember. You have the Two of Air, the Nine of Earth in reverse, and the Hermit in reverse. Okay, so if you were to translate this to Rider-Waite, this is like the Two of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Hermit, right? Then the second row is the Six of Earth in reverse, the Emperor, and the Eight of Water, which is Eight of Cups in reverse. Then you have the Page of Water, the last row, Page of Water, the Four of Fire in reverse, and the King of Earth in reverse. So, um, I'm already seeing it right now. So if we look in the middle of this spread here, there's the Emperor, and I think this is focused on the person that you're talking about right now. Um, there's definitely an attraction here, and I can tell you right now, just as I mentioned, and I'm not being biased by this. At least I try not to. But I don't think the grass is going to be any greener on the other side on this for this person, because I have three. It's funny because it's funny that I'm saying grass is greener because grass is green. You have three Earth cards in reverse. And that's bringing to my attention right now. Um, and if you start at the bottom left, which is the Page of Water, right? Also known as the Page of Cups, and we go to the top right, so that'll be the Page of Water, the Emperor card, and the Hermit in reverse. I think that if like once you learn more about this guy, um, it's not like it's going to be like the Hermit, like it's going to be like it's going to push you more to a single stance, and it's not going to be exactly what you're looking for, because the Hermit's about like looking for how to expand, how to become, looking for religion, or looking for um like they're on a quest, you know and I just feel like that this is not a strong Hermit. Like, it's reversed, and it's telling me that is not exactly what you're looking for as you learn and grow to be friends and more than that with this type of person. um if we look at the Four of Fire going up the middle, Four of Fire, the Emperor, and then the Knight of Earth in reverse, like these two cards in reverse except for the Emperor, and the four is like a symbol of stability. In the Rider-Waite deck, the Four of Wands is like um, a celebration, it shows a picture of people celebrating in the background of a new home, stuff like that. And this is not going to be in your path. If you kind of pursue this person, there's not going to be instability there. Um, I think that he's not very well balanced, and I don't think he has his shit together, honestly. And the reason why I say that is because we have the Six of Earth in reverse. Usually, that's about balancing finances and stuff like that. But um, uh, this is not really. He doesn't have his shit together, and the Eight of Water is like the Eight of Cups. It shows a person kind of walking away from these stacks of cups and stuff like that, but it's unfinished business. So he has a lot of unfinished business, and then we have the last row, the Page of Water, the reverse Four of Fire, and the reverse King of Earth. So I feel that he's probably not good with money for some reason, or he's not very providing. Actually, that's actually kind of what I see. Like he's probably like like a man's man kind of thing. Like maybe women adore him like that, but he's probably you know a very attractive type person. But I have a feeling that he might have gone through a lot of people because he's not very giving. Um, let's draw some more cards and see what we got here. Are you okay? Luis? Luis? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Why?
It sounded like you were struggling.
Okay. You all right?
Let's see here. So we have the Empress in reverse with a Ten of Air and a Ten of Water. So and that the Ten of Water is in reverse. So I think he's a really good talker. He's saying all the right things, but this is he he's hitting all the right buttons for you. I think, but like if you kind of look, thank you, Bacon. If you kind of look further into this, I don't think it's going to be a good match. Like, yeah, you might know each other for months and stuff like that, but like until you make that jump, this is when you're going to start realizing some of these. I won't say flaws, but it's just you're just going to realize that maybe this is not the right person because of this. Now, one thing you did mention though is that you are 22 and you're a very, very, very young person. You may have been together with this person for 2 years, so you need to ask yourself: is this person doing it for you? Like, is this person making you happy? And if you're, and I think this is kind of where it's maybe leading to about this relationship, because if you're thinking about somebody else, then you may need to ask yourself, well, what is it about my current relationship that's allowing me to think this way about somebody else? Like why do I feel like attracted to this person? And we've been talking for 4 or 5 months, but excuse me, what is it about this person of 2 years that's not doing it for me? So and looking into your current relationship right now, I feel things are kind of complacent, maybe kind of tireless or restless. Like you're not, like you're together, but I guess it's sort of like maybe he thinks like he's kind of like, I'm comfortable now, so we really don't have to do anything because now we're in a relationship kind of thing. So there's no energy there. There's no spark. And I feel that that's what you're feeling from this right now. Um, and I think you guys had this talk recently. You have the life experience along with the Ten of Air and this Ten of Earth, which is also the Ten of Pentacles. Like you want to change. You probably talked to him about this change because you told him that this is not really a happy home for me right now. It's not making me super happy. I mean, I probably wouldn't go that far about it, like, but I think you kind of mentioned about like um, some of your feelings about what the current relationship might be. You might have talked about a little bit lightly, um, or you might have been thinking about it actually a lot. Like, this guy's not doing it for me right now. We're not doing anything exciting. It just kind of came to a halt, um, and nothing new is happening in this relationship. And I think that's please say apple. Um, that's kind of odd. Um, so yeah, so that key, does that make sense of what I'm saying here to you? That key, are you still with me? And the things that I said afterwards, does that, I mean, is that kind of what's going on with you and your relationship right now? Because to solve this, I think with your current relationship, if you're really interested in this, um, I think if you're really interested in this, I have the Nine of Air, the Ace of Water, and the Strength card. Um, yeah. Um, I think in this current one right now, uh, you know, things are just kind of like at rest right now with your current relationship. There's nothing new actually happening with the relationship because I have a reverse Ace of Water, but you're still staying strong. And if you want to continue it, I think you should continue staying strong in this current relationship. I think you need to open up more. Um, um, I think you need to. I told my partner about him. My partner was so supportive. Supportive about what? Like going back, going with the other guy, or he's just supportive of you just talking to him. I think that's where the problem is now, and I now that you just said that, this makes a little bit more sense. Um, let me ask the card if that's correct in what I'm thinking though. To make sure. Yeah, it is. I just pulled three air cards for you: a six, a three, and a king of air. And I honestly think that you need, like, I don't know how to say it. Um, I think you need someone who's kind of like a man. And to put it in other words, I think he's missing his balls. Like I think you're looking for a man that's gonna kind of sweep you off your feet and kind of be masculine, um, and just kind of take control. I think that's what you're kind of looking for here. You want a king of air, uh, but you're not getting the king of air. You're getting more of a page, which is kind of a person who learns. So I think you kind of want like I for some reason I have a feeling that you guys haven't really had an argument, maybe like there's no arguments has happened about anything. Um, I feel that he's a very emotional, like he's very in touch with his emotions, which kind of explains why he's like, it's like it's okay to have an attraction. It's okay, go ahead and talk to him. As long as we're still in this relationship, it's okay. Very Magoo. I think you need a bad guy, like a bad boy kind of thing. And he needs to be a bad boy if he really wants this relationship kind of work. I think you're looking for like a naughty side of him. You do have arguments. Well, I feel that he is very emotional and needy. So that's kind of weird, actually. If he's really that emotional and needy, but he's telling you that, um, oh wait, I didn't say that last part you just said. And at times it gets frustrating in his dependency. Yeah, so I think you need somebody who's just more like maybe like a king, like a man, like someone who has his balls attached. Um, and maybe the whole clingy thing is probably some type of insecurity, but he probably thinks that's probably the right thing to kind of. And this is just personal opinion, actually, not really the cards. I just think that maybe he's trying to give you space, be supportive and stuff like that, like he said, but he's missing his balls, and he needs his balls. Um, yeah. Um, I think that you continue to be strong. Um, these arguments that you're probably having is probably not really helping, but I think you do need to have better communication together because, again, you have the six of air, the three of air, and the king of air. Um, it's up and down, but you just kind of want somebody who is like, who knows how to say the right things, I guess. I think kind of like a really romantic person, perhaps. The bad boy kind of thing that's you know like it's like, girl, I'm gonna sweep you off your feet. And then you're gonna be like, oh, okay. But but yeah, I think I think this is where it's going. So I don't think you should uh I don't think you should really it's just an attraction. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But um the grass is definitely not greener on the other side of this. Yeah, because you don't want to be like a guy who's gonna be like, hi Sarah, I totally in love with you. And I think that we should be boyfriend and girlfriend. Obviously, I'm the boyfriend. And like I think we should do things together. Like, no, just kidding. um, but yeah, I think you're looking for somebody who knows how to take care of their shit and be probably the proper masculinity for yourself. I think that's what you're looking for, and if he can be that, then I think they'll probably solve a lot of your problems. Um, you know, like you probably tell him like maybe your boyfriend's like Bill, and you're like, Bill, you look so hot. Thank you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. um, I think a man is band aid on a large wound, to be honest. There's probably something you're missing. Don't rely on others to fulfill your life, yo. Interesting. So Macho, I'm kind of curious. Why did you ask me to say apple? I'm just kind of curious about that. Okay, so Latke, I hope that reading was helpful to you. And yeah, so now we have next here is J007. J007. That's interesting. I never thought of it that way. I mean, usually people will just say, "Oh, hi, username," but like, I need to know your life. Say Apple. So that's funny. Um, so the list is getting a little shorter. I don't mind putting you on the list. And anybody else who may not be on the list, go ahead and give me a quick roll call. Because I just don't want to disappoint anybody in case I have to jump off because I might be drained. So banana nana 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 nana. That's my shit. All the girls stop and feeling like this. The shit is bananas. BANANA, yeah. Okay, so here's a quick roll call. I have J007 who hasn't responded yet. I have Huda, Empowered, Catherine, Dana, Susanna, Esmeralda, Billy, Macho, and Roxy. Okay, Huda, you're probably next here. Most likely next. Empowered, Catherine, roll call. Dana, Susanna, Esmeralda, Billy, roll call. Shibuya. Actually, that's not Shibuya. What's the other one? Jump up, jump back. Introduce yourself. My name is Keisha. Yeah, I'm 9. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. Alright, 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 alright. Jump up, jump back. Introduce yourself. My name is Precious. Okay, Huda, so where are things headed to with Nick? Oh, yeah, that's right. You asked about this earlier. Did I mess up my cards here? Nope. There was a comedian called Ricky Smiley, and that's where I got that jingle from. And he was talking about how he's totally into special ed kids, but they made this one girl from special ed joined the cheerleading team and embarrassed the school, and the way how he approached it made it sound like that she had problems communicating, so she would go like, "My name is Precious." And he talked about how his grandmother said, "You don't talk about Precious like that. That's nasty." It's pretty funny. You should totally YouTube it. It's kind of funny to watch that. I love my hip hop style comedy. It's really, really funny. Kings of Comedy is another one. I love Kings of Comedy. Bernie Mac. Send the kid downstairs for some milk and cookies. I said, "Where the hell you think you're going?" He said, "To get some milk and cookies." He said it's so funny. I wanted to say it again. But guess what? He tried to get some milk and cookie. All right. Huda, huda, huda. Milk and cookies. Cecilia, how you doing? You want some milk and cookies? I love the part that he goes like, he started talking about like how kids are punk kids today. He's like heads talking sassy, heads shaking and shit. Talk to the hand, talk to the hand. All right. Nick. Um. So I don't think he's really mad at you per se. Cards are telling me friendship. I'm seeing friendship here. Um. The reason why I'm saying this because we have the middle card here, which is Three of Fire, and if we concentrate on this picture of the three of fire, it's showing like what? Let me see if I can pull this picture up for you here real quick. Give me 1 second. That's my shit. So give me 1 second here while I um pull up this picture here for you real quick. Where's the media source window cap? There it is, window capture. There it is. Okay, so we'll get this picture up here for you here. Because I think it's really important that we there it is, angel decks, and this is the Three of Fire. There it is. So this is the Three of Fire. So if we pay attention to this image here, this is pretty much um, like if we look at this, we show a person kind of sitting there. It looks very friendship than relation like love relationship, and um, it's like somebody wants to move forward. But but the number three is coming to me where it's like the number three is about creation, and with the number three, it's like introducing another person in his life, but not romantically. It's just more like just trying to uh, it's just like he just wants to make new connections, you know, like friendships, and I think that's what it is. I don't think he's really mad at you, um, because it looks like he's the type of person to move forward. Because I have these two other cards, the Chariot and the King of Water, and if you kind of pay attention to these pictures, it looks like that the Chariot is kind of pulling along this water card here, and it's sort of like he's the type of person that kind of moves forward, um, so to speak. Did I put this back at that? Yep, I sure did. Um, yeah, and if I look, okay, so the first row is the two of air, the four of water, and the six of air. The second row is the queen of water in reverse, the three of fire, and the seven of earth reverse. And then the third row is the chariot, the king of water, and the hermit in reverse. So, um, looking at this from the bottom left to the top right, you have the chariot, the three of fire, and the six of air. Like this is all movement, right? This is all movement to me, and um, this is all movement that he wants to move forward. And if I look at the king of fire, the king of water, the three of fire, and the four of water, to me, I think he's missing an opportunity with you. Like it's kind of like his loss kind of thing. You're gonna be friend zoned. um, I wouldn't say friend zoned, but I just think he's just looking for like I think that's what he needs right now is friendship. I don't think it's anger or anything. He's just kind of caught up on things, and I don't think he's looking for new love right now either. Because other opportunities came his way and he turned it down. That's kind of what my feelings were saying here. I'll pull some more cards here for you. So I have here's something interesting. I have the Queen of Air and the Ten of Air both in reverse, but you have the upright Sun card, which is number 19. I think if you do keep your distance, um, I think this is actually going to grow. Whatever the relationship is between you two, friendship or not, or love. I think that if you just kind of give him the space a little bit, um, there's actually going to be a positive outcome coming to this. Um, because with the Ten of Air, the Ten of Air is like the Ten of Swords, right? The Ten of Swords is kind of like, you know, a bittersweet ending kind of thing. But with it reverse, um, it's still an ending, but there's a chance for it to continue. Actually, at least that's what my feelings were saying. And then you have the Sun card, which is pretty radiant actually, and um, I think it's going to blossom into something. So let him be, let him grow. I think he'll come to you at one point where you guys might talk actually. Because I think was he the one that ghosted you? I think was it, or maybe it's somebody else. But like he's not talking to you or something. Um, but he'll come around. I think. All right. My list. Macho, macho, macho man. All right, empowered. You're very welcome, Buddha. I'm glad I could help. Empowered, going once. Okay, so we'll go ahead and skip Empowered for now. We have Catherine. Catherine, you here with us? Hi, Rel. Well, there's some people that's not responding to the list, so there's a possibility you just might be able to get on. Right now, I'm just kind of finishing up this, um, list here. Catherine going once. All right, we have Dana. I actually didn't give her much of a chance. I should just say Kathy going once. Skip. Okay. Dana going once. Dana going twice. Okay. Catherine going twice. 3 times. Empowered. No. All right. Susanna. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Cecilia, I just did a quick card check for you. You got number 8, so even number usually points to yes. Hey, Latoya. All right, so we're going down this list, aren't we? Esmeralda. Okay, so here's a quick roll call check. And for those of you who are not on the list, let me know that you are here. Oh, there's Esmeralda. I have Billy, Macho Sancho, definitely there, and Roxy. Who else is not who I haven't called yet? I see Tarot TV with T. I'll go ahead and add you here. Tarot TV. I see Cecilia and Rel Lee. And I'll take one other person on here if you haven't said your name. And there's Billy. Okay, perfect. Did I say Weldy? I think you were actually here a lot earlier too, Rel. So I'll go ahead and bump you up a little bit. Latoya. I got you here, Latoya. All right. So I'm going to hold the list at Latoya and everybody else here. So Esmeralda is not here, so we're going to move to Billy. And Billy, how are you? Had a fun time chatting with you earlier today. Had a really great time. Talking of tarot, building a Zen garden and stuff like that. I think that was pretty cool. I think I'm gonna do more chats like that. I think it's fun to not just talk, not just to do the tarot, but maybe just talk tarot and some other things that are on their mind, and maybe do some arts and crafts. Oh, it was you. Yes, it was me. Oh, there's Esmeralda. I didn't see her. I didn't see you say anything, Esmeralda. I'm so sorry. So, Billy, let me go ahead and we're gonna go back to Esmeralda because I was waiting for her, and then we'll get to you. Okay, Billy? Arts and craft mac and cheese. You know what? It's so easy to make your own mac and cheese. There's a recipe out there in like Google called the grown-up mac and cheese. Oh my god, crispy cheese with some crust on top with some macaroni. If you think mac and cheese out of a box is good, wait till you have the grown-up mac and cheese. You have nothing to ask? I think you asked if you wanted to be on the list, Esmeralda. But if you don't have anything, do you? Oh look, there's Alani. You know what? I owe you a reading, Alani. So I'm going to put you. You've been so patient, and you've been with me a couple times. I haven't given you a reading yet. So, um, I'm going to put you after Macho because you've been super duper patient with me, and I really appreciate that, and I owe you a reading. So I do appreciate everybody else in the list and your patience and stuff like that. So um, and everybody right now, we're gonna see if it's gonna be Raining Man for Esmeralda. It's raining man, hallelujah! It's raining man, amen. Um, let's see here. I could probably tell you a direct no at this point. Um, the reason why I say this because I literally pulled out the Lover's card and it's actually dead center in the middle and is reversed. So I don't see any. Um, and actually, I'm gonna read you something funny here actually because I don't see any love coming to your way, and I don't mean to laugh, but this is why I'm laughing. You have the High Priestess here and the Lover's card in reverse, and look at the High Priestess face. It's like, oh come on, are you kidding me? I want some love, but you're not getting the love. I'm sorry. So it is going to be very annoying. Um, uh, though I think you've been making some new connections though. Um, but these connections are not really like doing it for you. Um, let's see here. Um, this next draw tells me you're not. It's not going to be anything about relationship wise. But you are going to learn something new about yourself, which is completely in the opposite direction. Yes, I know. I am taking care of my brother, so there is not room for love right now. Yeah. Um, it says here you have the Empress in reverse, the Page of Water, and the Unity. I think you're gonna come across something that's gonna change you a little bit. You're gonna realize it. Um, and I think you need to make more friendships, actually. Actually, something positive is actually going to be happening your way. You have the Six of Air in reverse and the Four of Air reverse, which is also swords. Um, but you also have the World card upright. So something good is actually going to come your way. I think something positive uh, is going to come to you. You're actually going to experience something too that's going to kind of change you a little bit. And what's love got to do with it? What's love got to do? Got to do with it? What's love? All right, but yeah, um, this one's actually a very quick read. Actually, I think that's exactly what's going to happen here. Again, something's going to happen. You're going to experience something. It's going to be something good for you. And I think another thing's going to happen to you that's going to actually add, that's going to kind of bring you joy here. I think you're going to have something good come to you, and I think you really need it. I think you've been kind of wanting something good to be in your way. But yeah, I just got a no on the love part. So I just got a reverse Ace of Water. We got a Four of Earth and a reverse Nine of Water. So learn to open up a little bit. Don't cling too much on yourself. Learn to let go just a little bit. Okay, Esmeralda. I hope that helped you out there. We're talking about showering live. I don't shower live. Shit. Am I live every day? Wait, are you talking about somebody else? Or me? Am I live every day? I try to be live when possible and if appropriate too. I think I won't be live every day because it is kind of draining since I just got back into this. So um, I might move into maybe an hour for one day, but longer sessions every other day. Oh, thanks, Alani. All right. So where's my list at? Macho Sancho Man. I want to be a macho man. Macho. Oh, wait, didn't we just do Billabong? Oh, shoot. Did I skip you, Billabong? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Because I accidentally moved it on the list. I removed it off the list by accident there. So, Billabong, this is your turn now. So, what is your question? Just a general. Okay. I have to be careful playing these songs though because they're going to block my videos if I do that. Um, let's see here. So I feel. So I'm looking at the middle of this deck here. First, you have the King of Fire, the Balance, both reversed, and you have the upright Three of Earth on the top row. Second row, King of Earth, upright, Queen of Water reversed, and Unity reversed, which is also the is that the Hierophant? I can't remember if that was the Hierophant or not. I have to double check that. Um, I think it's actually the Hierophant on the number 5, the 5th card. And then you have the 7 of Air on the last row, 7 of Air reversed, 6 of Earth upright, and Ace of Air upright. So I think you're discovering yourself. I feel that you're discovering yourself right now, and you're still in that state of discovery because of this Unity card being in reverse. You haven't really decided exactly what path you want to follow. And I think you've been asking a lot of people about this. And I think that's where your problem is. You don't trust yourself. You're not trusting yourself enough. The King of Fire in reverse, that, the King of Fire is telling me that right now, like, you have a passion, but you're not trusting that passion. And because you don't trust that passion, you're it's not smooth out. It's not like, for certain of what your abilities are or what you're going through, and you're not seeking any help about it either. As far as, like, um, or not really seeking about not seeking help. It's just like, oh, actually, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Um, Not seeking help, but you are receiving help. Actually, you receive a lot of help, and that also goes in hand with the King of Air. And the reason why it's the Three of Earth, because I've just taken that as the 5 of Earth. The Three of Earth is, like, really good teamwork. Um, so you are getting a lot of help about this, and you did talk to a lot of people, but you're not trusting your emotions, and you're not trusting, like, your path of what you're going through. Um, yep. It's still telling me about not trusting yourself. You have the Ace of Earth, or no, excuse me, the Ace of Fire, the Nine of Earth, and the Emperor all reversed. And I think this is going to punish you. If you don't trust yourself, it's going to backfire. And I think this is about like some like your abilities, like a mental ability of some sort. Like um it's like your energy actually. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Your energy is going to backfire if you don't trust yourself more in terms of what you can do, because um you have the potential and you do things fine, but you just don't trust it. And yep, look at this. It's funny that I just said that. You have the Nine of Air here, right? And I usually don't pay attention to the bottom of these explanations, but it says expecting the worst, right? Because the fact that you don't trust yourself, you think that I might be doing something wrong, um, and because the fact that you're not trusting yourself, it's not letting anything new occur to you either. Um, like the Ace of Water is reversed, and therefore this new flow of energy is going to get cut off. So yeah, so if you're thinking about the outcome, or like this, I don't think it's about thinking about the outcome. I think it's about over analyzing it. You over analyze yourself. Um, so I just pulled additional cards for you as in like what you need to do. You have the Seven of Fire and the Ten of Fire both upright, and so um, yeah, this first part right here on the Seven of Fire, it says defend your beliefs and decisions. Look at that. I just said that to you. And I'm not joking you. Look at this. I just pulled the Seven of Fire, and it says right there at the very bottom, defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. Mm, mm, mm. I just said it. I called it. Didn't I not? I mean, I think this is really interesting. And if you actually study the picture a lot, and let me just pull this up actually. I got my thing. If you study this picture, look, there's like some wands that are battling this woman on a blazing, dragon here, right? So if you stand your ground and you defend what you believe is right, you're going to be very successful. And on top of that, I think this is going to attract a person to you too, because you have a Two of Water along this line. More confidence with you is going to attract somebody to you. It could be somebody, actually, scratch that. It's not going to attract somebody, it's going to attract another energy to you. Politics suck. Yes, it does. Um, and the reason why I say that, so you have the Two of Water right here, right? Which is usually a relationship card, and I don't know what your relationship is. And this could mean that maybe somebody else is coming into your life. But I just think that a new found energy, and that's my first intuition, or what I'm feeling here. Once you get a hold of your shit, you start defending what you believe in and what your heart believes in, and be more confident about yourself. New energy is going to get attracted to this, and you are going to become a powerful little one. Hush up, you. No. 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 So, yeah. And open your mouth too and talk, because you have the Ace of Air here. And Ace of Air, like, it's going to bring, I think actually, not about talking actually. Think about this. This Ace of Air goes well with this Two of Water. New ideas are going to come your way. as well as attracting new energies, as long as you balance out this shit, the Six of Earth, you know, um, balance out your gifts. That's exactly what that card's about right there. So trust yourself more. That was a pretty good reading, actually. Very strong.
Macho, macho man. I've got to be a macho man. Macho, macho.
Who's up next? I wonder who's next.
I've got to be a macho.
Okay. My question is, who am I deep down inside? Like a spiritual analysis at the core. Okay. Oh, you want a spiritual analysis at the core. Okay, I gotcha. Who are you deep down inside? Deep down inside. Oh man, I've been on here for 3 hours. Holy cow. I think I might keep the list as is right now. I think I'm going to close off the list at this point. Latoya will be my last one. Ouch. Got a little cramp here. Let's stand up a little bit. While I do this one. A little bit easier. All right, Macho, let's get to work here. I kid you not. I kid you not. So, I don't know if you've seen any of my other readings, but I do a spread of 9. 3, 3, 3. I usually identify somebody. Okay, what are you doing? Not here. Come on. Not right now. Hold on. Got a child who needs my attention. I'm reading people right now. It's enough. Come on. Lay down. Lay down. Okay. Not right now. But anyway, as I'm saying, usually I do rows of threes, 3, 3, 3, and sometimes I identify the person, the querent, which is you, in the middle. The middle is the page of air, which is you. Okay. I think you're in learning mode right now. Because everything around you right now is all reversed. I kid you not. First is the first row, the 10 of water, then you have the 8 of fire, and the 4 of air. So I wouldn't say fuck. I think you're more like I think it's more like you're unsure of yourself. Like I think you kind of lost your direction a little bit. That's the kind of the first intuition that comes to me. Um, the Eight of Fire. That's the Eight of Wands. That's conflict. Like there's no conflict in your life. I think. I think you're actually in a very good spot in your life, as a matter of fact. But um, even without the drama, because I think you're trying to live a very drama free life. Hence the reason why you have the reverse Eight of Fire, also known as the Eight of Wands, um, and a reverse Four of Air as well. I think you're kind of lost about right now. Um, you're like in you're like in this absorption mode, because the page is about learning. It's about a student, and you're seeking new ideas. Um, but your confidence is down. I think you might have lost a couple of friends, too. Like you probably lost connection with some people. They were your friends, but not anymore. You probably had some dreams going on here. The dreamer cards reversed. Um, Ace of Earth, like nothing new in terms of money, or job opportunities, stuff like that. Um, and I think you kind of lose your voice in certain things too. Like maybe you feel not confident about yourself to where you don't know what to say. Um, I always lose my direction. I was born in that mode. I think I lost everyone, moved a lot. Yeah, that explains it. You have the Three of Water in reverse. Usually the Three of Cups is like celebration, but to me it's like not about reverse saying like you're not celebrating anymore, but it's sort of like I think threes is like a company in a way, but three is also about creation, right? And three also to me kind of resembles some type of friendship, but I think you've lost some friendships here, and it kind of really hurt you and damaged you in a way. Um, more reverse, a lot more reverse. You have the release, which is the death card. The Nine of Earth reversed. Um, which is also Nine of Pentacles, and the Queen of Water as well. So, not sure if you're in a relationship right now, but I think it's kind of, I think like love is kind of hard for you right now too, and maybe you might be struggling financially as well, which is probably the stem of things right now, which is causing a lot of these things to occur, and you don't know how to let go of that. Um,
Do you know where the keys are for the?
you son? Uh, check my desk. Yeah, love is definitely hard. Um, and I think you have a problem of letting go of certain things too. And I kind of noticed that the way how you chat too, and this is just more like a more personal observation, but I feel like that you have a lot of um, like defenses and barriers to kind of help relieve these issues a little bit. Yeah, having these type of emotions, like I think you have like a happy go lucky kind of attitude towards things, and makes you feel at the top of things. It even makes you feel like almost like you're reborn it's like almost like an alternate personality. Um, the reason why I say this because you have the King of Water, right? So you know how to act because with the renewal card, which is also known as the judgment card, not the judgment card. Shoot, I forgot what it's called. But the in the major arcana of the Raider Waite deck, the person like there's like an angel tooting its trumpet to raise the dead and stuff like that. This one's the renewal card, so I feel that you kind of put on like this facade, and you kind of go you kind of do like a happy-go-lucky like a fuck it attitude kind of thing, and um but you are very talented. You absorb a lot of information, and you're super talented. So even regardless with all these issues and these inner issues that you have, um, you know how to make things happen. Um, though you may not be financially well off, I think you are very like um, how can I say it? Very organized, and you also like I said, you because you learn a lot. You have the page of water here, the magician, and the page of earth all upright. And the page of water kind of reminds me of a sponge. Like you absorb everything. You're very observant around you about a lot of things. You know how to make things happen, and you're very organized. So um, I think this is your strong suit. Obviously, the obvious thing you need to do is stop holding on to those issues that you hold on to yourself. Um, because then you'll be able to actually re-ask that question about your inner self. You know, your core spirituality, because um, no matter how many cards is going to answer that question, nobody's going to be able to answer that question until you get yourself fine tuned. Because I think with at least this is my feelings right now. I feel like that you're using the tarot right now to kind of help you find a fast outlet, sort of like you know a like a diet pill. One magic pill will make you lose the weight and stuff like that, and it's not that easy. It takes work. So um, look at this, I just drew some more cards, and it's exactly what I just said. You have the Chariot, the Knight of Air, and the Page of Fire, all upright, right? And if you look at the flow of things right here, you have this Chariot pulling forward these other two, these other pages, and this Knight stuff. You have a lot of learning to do. Um, you need to. Oh, it's page first. Actually, I got those reversed. Um, you have a particular talent that you enjoy doing. Keep doing that, and take control of your ideas. Take control of your ideas, and this is like your exactly Slim Fast. This is your Slim Fast. Take control of your passion of what you do best and your ideas. This could be like a talent of some sort of hobby maybe, um, but it needs to be something that you know that you're really good at. And if you don't know what it is, then this is something that only you can figure out yourself. Try out new things. um, Try new things to see where they go. What? As I said, like if you focus on this talent that you have, and I just drew three more cards for you. You have the Ace of Water, new energy, new like relationship, like new connection is going to come your way, and it's going to be bountiful. It's not going to be instant success, but it definitely will come your direction. And that's exactly what you need right now. Just focus on your talent, and I think this is actually going to give you a new path, and you'll be able to reverse all those cards. All right. Okay, so I hope that was helpful to you. It was weird how everything just kind of fell out in place like that. Like everything just came out. What's up? Alani, I think I'm going to make you my last read because you've been really patient, and I think I'm gonna call it a night after that because it's been quite a while, and I need to take a break as well. So I do apologize for those who have waited, and I appreciate your time, but it's been about, like, let's see here, how long it's been, 3.5 hours for me. So I really need to take a break from this right now. But I am going to finish up with Alani here. She actually came on twice, and I actually had to turn her down a couple of times. So it's definitely her turn. So, Alani, how can I help you today? Oh, the question is about an older lady named Georgis from the Ethiopian. She got stuck by the train recently. Well, she got struck by the train recently. Was her death suicidal or karmic? I usually don't answer those questions because I never really came across it. Hi, Tarot. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the list for later. For those of you who are also Roxy, Rel, Tarot, Cecilia, and Latoya, I'm really sorry, but it's I've been on this for about 3.5 hours, and I think I'm going to need some rest right after Alani, especially with this one, since it's I'm looking into somebody else's energy like about this, and I can feel that it might be draining, but. Did I pronounce the name correctly? Garisius? Is that how you pronounce it? Ethiopian community in Chicago, and she got struck by a train. Garisius. Five, 6, 7. 8. So, I do have the death card here. Right in the middle in the first row, with the Empress following that. And I have the King of Earth in reverse. This is kind of a scary answer to a scary question to answer. I'll be very, very honest with you, and it feels very uncomfortable for me to answer this. But these are the cards that I have laid out for you. I have the King of Earth, the Renewal, which is also the Death card, and the Empress on the first row. Then we have the Dreamer, the Page of Fire in reverse, and the Life Experience, which is also known as the Tower, um, on the third row, on the second row. On the third row, we have the Four of Air, the Page of Air in reverse, and the Emperor upright. So, the Page of Air, which is also known as the Four of Swords, shows like a dead body, or not really dead body, but it could be like a person in death, um, on their bed. But it's more like an honorable death, perhaps because it's the person's laid out on the tomb, peaceful, in a cathedral and stuff like that, with a sword laid out in honor. So, um, I think there has been some stuff going on with this person, but I don't think it's suicidal. I think it actually just might have been, it maybe, may have been karma, but it's definitely not suicidal. At least that's what I believe. Because, this person actually had ideas. This person, I think, was kind of outgoing too. Um, and I think some people kind of something tells me that some people probably saw her as almost like a motherly figure too. Was she a nice person to you, or to anybody else? Do you know this? Because I'm getting a sign here um, that she was really nice to people, and people kind of saw her as as sort of like a mother in a way. She was previously doing black magic in the past, or was she? Oh, you asked me if she was. Was she previously doing black magic in the past, and then changed? It's kind of a loaded question, Alani. I'll see if I can answer that. I'm not sure if I can though. So that's a loaded question. That makes sense. Because she probably turned the leaf over. Because I'm seeing here in the next few cards that I got the Five of Fire, which is like a conflict. The Three of Water in reverse and the Strength in the reverse. So I think that something that she realized that people weren't really appreciating caused a conflict in her life, and it kind of made her weak. And this is probably when she felt that, as you said, she probably needed to. Um, this is what I'm getting intuitively, that she was a nice person towards the end of her life. Well, I think she had competing issues. Like there was some conflict, definite conflict there. Um, and it wasn't, people weren't really happy with it. Um, I keep getting some king cards here, and I wonder if it's because maybe her husband was like telling her something here. Um, I think it's because of maybe something that she did to a man, maybe her husband, perhaps. I think because I got a couple of king cards in reverse, and now I got this one with the King of Fire in reverse, but with the Ten of Air, and the Ten of Air is about sleepless nights because of issues. And then we have, oh, no, actually not sleepless nights. It's actually what you call it? It's like a noble death in a way, actually. but I still think it has some influence by her husband of some sort, or like a man in her life. Um, he kept on telling her, "You need to do this. You need to do this," and she's just kind of like, "Okay, whatever. I'm not, I'm just gonna do it my own way." Um, I'm getting that she was doing black magic in the past, or she was affecting people negatively in the past. I don't have that here. I don't have anything about the past per se. I just know that there's a couple of male figures in this deck here. They're both reversed except for the Emperor. Um, her death, I think, was actually not a suicide, because I also got a Ten of Air here, and which is also Ten of Swords, which is also like a bittersweet kind of thing. So this kind of matches up to what you're saying, that she might have changed towards the end, but I think she was getting some advice from somebody else saying like, you need to cut your crap, and she's just kind of like, okay, fine, I'll do it, and then um, yeah, with the four, or the I got a four of fire, which is the four of wands, the five of earth. So I think she was very independent, but not very bright. It's kind of what I'm getting right here. And what I mean by bright, like, you know, her mind wasn't really that bright. So the husband died about 20 years ago. He probably told her like in the past, perhaps, and then she probably changed it around. But this man figure keeps coming around. So maybe if she was really connected, then she might have talked to him in the past life. Uh, she's been single since her ex-husband. Well, then it's possible that maybe his spirit might have been talking to her, perhaps. I'm just seeing that like there's a man who disapproves. But like divorced. Oh, okay, that makes sense. But still, I don't think he approves with what she was doing, and whoever this guy is was telling her like, you need to cut this shit off. Again, I'm getting another uh, male figure here. I got a King of Water now, but this one's upright, so this is probably a very close person to her, which you're saying is probably her ex-husband. And then we got a Seven of Water, which is also Seven of Cups. So again, like, we're dealing with like conflict and issues. So um, yeah, I don't think her death was suicidal. Karma wise, that I'm not entirely sure either, but it seemed to be a bittersweet end for her. Like, I don't think her death was anything negative. I think it just kind of happened. That's my kind of opinion on this, based on the cards that I'm getting here. Um, you know, the what you call it, the ten of swords, the ten of fire, or excuse me, the ten of air. Like, that's a bittersweet end. Like, it she might have been caught up in some negative things, but in the end, it turned out, like, she turned out to be okay in the end, and therefore her death is not going to be like in a negative aspect of things. She has two sons as well. Well, um, I mean, the reverse kings could be in reflection of what the sun is. I just, like I said, I just think that it's like a man in her life. Um, a man in her life that is really disapproving, and then you have the King of Water, which is upright, which is probably the ex-husband. So she definitely had a lot of male influence in terms of what she's been doing, and there's been a lot of conflict in terms of what she's been getting into. I'm not seeing anything about black magic, um, but she was a nice person, though. It seemed like people saw her as a mother, or she probably was a pretty good mother. Um, but yeah, I don't see anything like black magic with her. I thought she hated her life, so she committed suicide. Was there any proof for that she committed suicide? Um, I mean, what led you to believe that she hated her life? Because the fact that her ex husband left, or is she like bitter? Because I don't see suicide here. Um, I just see disapproval towards what she does. Maybe her way of thinking, or maybe she's rude, perhaps, and people just disapproved her of that. But um, I'm not seeing anything wrongdoing with this. I'm seeing like you know just people disproving what who she is, maybe, or what she's doing, and then she turned her leaf, turned a leaf around, and then did something proper. Well, the location where she died was not a normal train station, so she was like off tracks or something like that. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Um, I'm not entirely sure. This is actually kind of a hard question to answer, especially the fact that if it's suicidal or karma. That's actually a new area for me. I've never really explored, and doing the best I can here to answer that question, like based on what the cards were saying and what my feelings were telling me, which I am feeling, the energy kind of drained a little bit, but I don't see it being anything suicide. I see it more